Last week we played a game at UNO, former conference rival. Played poor the first 12 minutes of the game, and then played really good defense to end the half, which got us back in the basketball game, made it a one-possession game at the half. Came out the second half and got the lead and had the lead for the majority of the second half. They went ahead 1 point, I think, with maybe 2 minutes to go. And then, of course, they hit a shot to tie the game. We did not execute our play in regulation, and the game went to overtime. We played extremely well at overtime, got the tip. Ragin Cajuns had been cramping and had a rough night. Physically, he got up and got the tip, and then he also got a big dunk on the first possession to give us the lead that we never gave up. We hit 2 big three-point shots. Cedric Russell hit one in the corner. Jerikas Davis hit another. And we were able to hang on for a very big win over there. It was the second largest crowd they'd had in the Schlesinger era, with the other one being us back 2 years ago. So great crowd for them, great environment. A little bit of the old USL-UNO rivalry was played there at Lakefront on Wednesday night. Came back, took Thursday off for an academic day, practiced Friday, played Southern on Saturday, got off to a better start. We're up 11 at the half, and did not play as well as we'd like to the second half. We left some points out on the court. We didn't convert a couple times in transition, and then it hurt us in defensive transition as well. And Southern did a nice job rebounding the ball the second half, shot a good percentage, and made it a conference-type game, which we thought it would be. They have a really good player in Eddie Reese, who we got in foul trouble early, and were able to slow him down somewhat, but they had other guys step up. For us, Ragin Cajuns had a big game. He and Malik had, between them, had 39 points and 0 turnovers in 75 minutes of play. So they did a nice job. Really proud of those guys. Ragin blocked 10 shots, which is one off the school record. Leads the league in block shots. Marcus put up good numbers too, but did not play as well as he's capable of playing. And Marcus needs to play better if we're going to be the type of team that we need to be. Off yesterday again for academics. Today we'll go at 4 o'clock. Tomorrow we'll go at 4 o'clock. And then we'll play Loyola on Wednesday. Stacy Hollowell's an excellent coach. His team has done a good job against us in the past, and this year they went over and opened the new building at Lake Charles, beat McNeese State by 1 point in that game. So they've got a good club, and we'll have to be ready to play. We'll need to play better than we played against Southern University.
Okay, go ahead, no further questions.
Do you worry at all with as much success as you had against Louisiana teams that they can fall asleep or maybe take for granted a team like a Loyola, even though they did just beat McNeese by 1?
I don't think we take anyone for granted. That's not. We won I think we'd won 16 or 17 in a row last year against Louisiana schools. We started a new streak this year. Every Louisiana school has tremendous pride, and they want to beat each other, and everyone wants to beat the Ragin Cajuns. If you would have heard the locker room at Toledo in the Gulf Coast Showcase when they beat us, then you would understand. And it's no different from the in-state schools. So we'll be prepared and be ready to play, and certainly hope not to have a letdown. Always worry about study day a little bit, reading day, but I think sometimes our guys are even more focused when they have a little break from study hall and exams.
So what makes, I mean, there are a lot of great athletes who don't block shots like Ragin does. What makes him such a great shot blocker?
He's got great timing. He's long, and you think you can get it by him, you can't. Very active, and he's really done a great job protecting the rim for us this year. Leads the league again in blocks at over 3 per game.
What is it? Can your guys be a little more physical or out on the perimeter, knowing if people do get by them, that they've got that right behind them?
Well, I certainly hope so. We've been pretty poor on the perimeter because there's too many people getting in there to him. That's another indication that we've got to keep guys in front, do a better job with our perimeter defense.
You might have just referenced it there, but what do you need more of or better of from Stroman?
He's got to take better care of the ball. First of all, his assist to turnover ratio is poor. He leads the league in assists and steals, and I'm disappointed. he can do more. And his defense needs to be better, needs to take better care of the basketball, needs to be the dominant point guard in this league, and I think he can be.
Is he fine defensively?
He has been, but the last couple of games he hasn't played on the ball and hasn't played as good defensively as he can play. And he's not the only one, Tim. There are other guys too. But I expect more. We have made some strides defensively as a team, but 10 blocks, again, is too many. We've got to do a better job containing our guy and guarding our yard.
I know you always have a high demand of your point guard. He's really the biggest key to making this thing go, correct?
I feel so. We said it early in the year that the seniors are all important, but Marcus is the guy that really can and take it to the next level for us. And he has to be consistent, and he has to be on point every night. And he's shown flashes of that, but he can do more.
Okay.
I know
Anybody
it's a little
else?
bit in advance, but you're also playing another Louisiana team on Saturday, and a team that's you've developed a really good rekindling a rivalry with over the last oh wait, no, I'm a week ahead. I'm sorry.
No comment.
I'll see you between now and then. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. You guys are going to miss a good game. We should cover us, but
I'm not missing a good game.
okay.
On that note, how was it to get back home and now you have, you played one and you still got 3 more to go?
It's felt great to be at home. Certainly been gone for 3 weeks. We talked about having the longest road trip in 18 years, and that, by looking at the notes, was a trip to Auburn in South Alabama, pretty easy bus trip, and then certainly a trip to Fresno State to play in a tournament, and then another tournament in the Fiesta Bowl in Arizona. So a couple of neutral games in there. We had 3 neutral games. We start off with 2 ranked teams, Kansas number 6 and Kansas number 2, and then we finish it with a real tough rivalry game at UNO in state. So to get back home was important, and we're trying to get in a rhythm at home and make sure we prepare the same way that we do on the road.
With Jerikas Davis and Jeremy Hayes coming off the bench, have you been getting what you expected from them as far as energy in that role?
Yeah, I think they've both done well, Seth, in that role. And Jerikas had a good game the other night. Jeremy has an illness in his family. He missed practice on Friday and may have affected him just a little bit. He's pretty emotional right now, but he did a good job for us too. He made a couple of big plays, and I can see him contributing more in the future, but definitely a high-energy guy. Speaking of energy, we had a great student section the other night. Our crowd was fantastic, and the students really were into the game, and I want to wish them luck on their exams this week, and hopefully we can get them back out on Wednesday night.